Welcome everybody to SFB, and we are live with our Packers franchise episode 2. I don't know, something went weird there for a minute. I couldn't, went black on me. I don't know, all my recordings and everything seem all janky. It didn't record the rest of that video. I don't know what happened. I reset my PlayStation and all that, and I had to do it twice and log in and out of the game and reload it a couple times. It wouldn't let me. I don't know, it was acting goofy, but now we're back. Good thing is the game did still play out, so it was a good game. It ended up 23-10, Packers pulling it out in the end. We can look at the box score and all the scores here so that everybody can see it here. Total yardage offensively, 349 to 248, 78 to 120, 271 offensive pass yards to 128, 17 to 19 first downs, no turnovers, 5 to 8 third down conversions. 62 and 76%. I mean, you can't be pissy about that. Love had, by the way, I don't think they gave up any sacks, the Packers, which Love was the least sacked of any quarterback in the entire league this year, so that would tune up. And he had this huge play. That was the one that broke it open. Little short play, and it was like a George Kittle style freaking run, trucked a guy, a single DB safety or whatever on the edge, and there was nobody there. The other safety had to come all the way from across the field, and he outran him down the sideline, the left sideline. It was so George Kittle-esque. We've seen him do it before too, so it was classic, but that was the one big play of the game really that broke the, and it was late in the fourth quarter. Let's see, we'll go Eagles here. Go best average. See, their best average is 10. No touchdowns. Packers highest average was 18. That was Kittle, and that was Kittle. That was Kraft. Excuse me. And that was because of that big play. And Reed, of course, but again, under 300 yards passing, only one touchdown. 62%. None of the offensive linemen gave up any sacks for Green Bay. Eagles gave up 7, or 6. They gave up 6, but I think 7 total, so it was 7-0. So again, that's the 7 or under total I'm talking about, but it was all one-sided, and it was because of Jalen Hurts holding the ball, moving into sacks in the pocket, running or whatnot. They didn't have any sacks. Packers had 3, 5.5, 6, 7. So yeah, the 7 same 7. So it was a 7 total, all one side, 7-0. That's not bad at all. So they move on. We get to see another game already in this season, so that's kind of cool. Happy about that. So I guess it's not a one and done on this set. Oh, I have to choose my draft class. Let's see, this is, I saved his name here. This is Eli Manningham's draft classes on the share files. If you search that, capital ELI 2 MANNIGHAM. You can search that name. He's got 2025 through 2029. That when I did it, maybe he's got more now, but realistic, good overall. Still some good players, generational players even like a kicker in one of the draft classes. I can tell you that much. It's crazy, but playing the Lions here. Gonna defend the short pass, blitz counter. Again, we're not gonna touch anything. Just gonna let it play out until next season. I mean, we'll do their upgrades, but we're not gonna mess with the depth chart or any of that stuff. Yeah, that was a really good game, that last game. And it played out just like it did in real life, except for the score was on the Packers side instead of the Eagles side, which could have went that way, I guess. I mean, realistically, could have. Now, this game, if it plays out like in real life, the Lions should win. And they should be able to run the ball, and they should have explosive plays over the Packers' heads. There should be some pretty high scoring, really. I mean, even with this set, if it plays out realistically according to stats and the way that, this last game played out realistically. Now, it could go the Packers' way too and be explosive because it is Madden, but like, the most likely outcome, even with this set, is that there's an offensive explosion for Detroit here. I mean, I guess we're not that far outmatched, but their offense is a 91, for God's sakes, to our 83 defense versus 87, 85. That's a closer matchup, so it might be a shootout. Depends, maybe love. It depends on who turns the ball. If there's turnovers, there's all kinds of variances here. So let's get at her. I'm gonna have to do the YouTube thing here. Since the last recording didn't go, we'll do this. Hopefully this time it doesn't mess up on us. I don't know what happened last time, but it's kind of weird.
It's the Packers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup.
And welcome to the Sim Football Broadcast Network, SFB, and I am your commentator and host, Mad Dad. We are here with episode 2 of our Packers franchise. Unfortunately, episode 1 got all janky. If you want to see part of it, in the beginning of it, you'll have to go to the Twitch channel. You can subscribe there. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, thank you very much. Follow and subscribe, and don't forget to smash the like button. It's very important that you smash the like button, folks. Thank you very much. We ended up winning the divisional or the wild card game. And moving on, it was a really good game. You can catch the beginning of that, like I said, on the Twitch channel. There is some of that game there. It ended up finishing 23. You can catch the beginning of it, of the episode. If you want to watch in between on the Twitch channel, the off-season in between games will be on the Twitch channel, SFBN, SFB Network, 24/7.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card
on
round
Twitch.
last week. He just had the one
So
touchdown pass.
that all is there on those episodes, because we're streaming and then recording and putting just the games here on YouTube. Hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot, folks.
And make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Throwing, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On play action. Love to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 55 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch the first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Goff now looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. To the air again, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Love now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Here's Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs from 4 yards out. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
They better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Pass incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And only a couple there as they take this out to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action this time with Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's complete to Wicks. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. On the option, Love will hang on to it. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 11 yards for number 11. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. That stop made by Jack Campbell. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. He finds his man complete. That's Lee. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Love from the gun. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. St. Brown in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Now it's Goff. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Again, Goff. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jordan Love and his offense ready to get the football back. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Listen, he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 49 yards. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Bates' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Working out of the gun. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down and 3. Now Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other division.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 14-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Complete to Jameson Williams. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now receiver in motion left. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the to finish strong. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Love looking to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing. Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Love now. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Again, it's Love. And he intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Play action. It's Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Goff. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to the Porter. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw is Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a first down. Goff throwing again. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. Busts through the tackle. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They've certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Montgomery. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love. That's complete to Wicks. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The offense on 3rd down, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Love from the gun. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Love. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. They will run the draw with Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Goff now looking to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Counter play with Jacobs. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. motion left goes a tight end. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. To throw now. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is surprising me for this little partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback there.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. On play action. Love to throw. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs.
Previous play is under
I think
review.
they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense set to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw, Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. It's complete to Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now first and goal. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
Again, I predicted that was going to happen. Just because of the defense in the matchup I've seen this too many times. They had a hard time running the ball, but they still ran the ball at over 50-50. And the last game was less than 300 total yards per each team. So there's variance here depending on the matchup. The yards per rush were not good, but last game was very good. But the attempts were there. They were behind the entire game. They started off down 21-zip. It was like the Thanksgiving game all over again, or the Dallas game. In the wild card. It's really what it reminded me of from the get-go. Reminded me of the Dallas game in the wild card round last year. And they just killed them with time of possession. That's where the 29 rushes came in. It's a high completion percentage, but there was a lot of incompletions where it was deep. I mean, Golf had a hard time. He was throwing incompletions. There was all kinds of pass breakups. Defensive linemen were breaking up passes, jumping up. Lots of touchdowns. Nothing outrageous like 40-yard bombs or nothing like that for big plays. It's a lot of guys making guys miss, really, in the short and intermediate parts of the field. If it's a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total sacks given up by the offensive lineman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total sacks all together. 2 and 3. Romeo Dobbs. They have this weird rendering of him. Like, I don't even think that's really the right rendering of him. The Packers are moving on. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for tuning in on episode 2 of our Packers franchise on the Sim Football Broadcast Network with me, Mad Dad. Till next episode, peace out, much love.